Okay, so now we'll do an experiment in control engineering lab. Its title is no control heated tank. No control heated tank. You will get this experiment in your uh, control engineering software. So here you have to go to interactive modules FinSet. In that you have to go to basics. Here you can find out some of the thermal experiments. So in the thermal experiments today we are discussing about no control heated tank. So no control heated tank, we have to select that. So here the basic idea is, here no control system is not incorporated in this actually. So here a heated tank is there. A heated tank, what is the job of a heated tank? It has to heat the water. So here the water is the working fluid, and all its properties here we are utilizing it to conduct the experiments. So we are taking the mass flow rate of the water as 0.2 kgs per second, and the density will be 1000 kg per meter cube, and the water's heating capacity, that is heat capacity of the water, is 4200 kilojoules per kg, joules per kg Kelvin. Okay. Next, here what is the thing we have to observe is, here you can see that there is a inlet temperature, it is 20 degrees Celsius. So all is been initialized to its default values. Okay, we are taking to the default values. So here you can go to the edit option, you can see that reinitialize values to default. So you will get that. So here everything will be set to the default values, whatever is there. So now we are making use of some of the values as a default values only. So here the inlet temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, it will be as it is, and the environment temperature, it will also be the same as that of the inlet temperature, that is 20 degrees Celsius only. Next is what is the required temperature. So here it is been, again it is the default value, it is 20 degrees Celsius, but what we will do is we will take it as 30 degrees Celsius. So now we have set for the required value, our required value we are set for 30 degrees Celsius. So actually we want 30 degrees Celsius heat. Okay, for that what is the source? See this source, you are giving the power in kilowatts, that is your heating source. Okay, the heating source, what happens if the power increases in the heating source, and we require the temperature 30 degrees Celsius, but without control systems, that is without control systems, how our temperature goal is achieved, that is what we have to concentrate here. So here I have set it for 30 degrees Celsius required temperature. Now I am going to start my experiment by considering 2 kilowatt power source. So here I have set it for 2 kilowatts. So 2 kilowatt power source is there. Required temperature is 30 degrees Celsius is there. So here what is the value I am going to get, whether I am going to get the same required output or less than that I am going to get, that I have to observe here. So now after giving my changing my settings here, I am running my experiment, and here I am going back and I am running this experiment. So you can see that it is coming below 30 degrees Celsius. So it is the required temperature is not achieved, but what is the maximum output temperature I am going to get by using 2 kilowatt power source. So I am going to get the maximum temperature is what, it is 22.4 degree Celsius. So 22.4 degrees Celsius I am getting, and in what time I am getting, that I have to see that. See, after that time, after some of the few minutes, what happens, it will be set to some that is a particular temperature, that is it will come to 22.4 degrees Celsius, and it will remain in that same temperature. it will remain in the same temperature. So at what time it attains that 22.4 degrees Celsius is my settling time. I require that the reading also. So here see, these are my two outputs. See, one is around 180 minutes, and the temperature is 22.4 degrees Celsius. So I have to make a note of those two readings. So here what was the power I used? I used 2 kilowatts power. What was the temperature output I got? I got 22.4 degrees Celsius. So 22.4, and the settling time is around 180 minutes. So I have to note down that 180. Okay. So settling time is again 180. Okay. So here these are the readings I got for 2 kilowatt power. So now if I am going to change my power output, that is the source, if I am going to change the source, if I increase the power supply, okay, that is if I increase my kilowatts for the same required output, for the same, my required temperature is 30 degrees Celsius only now, but I have increased the power supply. So now what happens, I have to observe that. So again I am running this experiment. So now it is running. See now what is happening, at what point till what temperature it is going to hit. See, you can observe that it is coming around 24.8 degrees Celsius. It is coming around 24.8 degrees Celsius, and I am getting this 24.8 degrees Celsius at around 120 okay, here, okay, around okay, 80. Okay, so from 80 minutes onwards, see, it is been I am getting 24.8 degrees Celsius. That is it takes around 80 minutes to get that temperature, but here also it is not attaining my required temperature. So I can record this data now. So now my power output is 4 kilowatts, and the temperature is 24.8 degrees Celsius, and the time it took is 80 minutes. Okay, it is taking 80 minutes to go to this temperature. Okay, next if I increase the power, so now from 4 kilowatts I am increasing it to 6 kilowatts. Now I am running the experiment again. So for 6 kilowatts, see, now you can see that as my power source is increasing, my temperature, whatever the required temperature, my required temperature, now it is nearing to that temperature. The temperature is rising. The temperature is rising, and at the same time, whatever the time it is taking, okay, whatever the time it is taking to go to the temperature is also reducing. Okay, so here around 60 minutes it is taking to go to this temperature, 27.1 degree Celsius. I will record this one also. So now I increase the temperature for 6 kilowatts, and the output temperature what I got was 27.1 degrees Celsius, and the time it took was 60 minutes. Okay, so now if I go to next higher power, that is 8 kilowatts. So now if I run this, so you can see that my required temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, and the temperature what I am getting by using this 8 kilowatt power source is around 29.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, so here again you can see that my output, whatever the output I got, the settling time has been reduced. The settling time is reduced to almost I'm getting close to 20 minutes. Okay, so in 20 minutes I'm getting this output, that is 8 kilowatt is the required, and I'm getting 29.5, that is close to what is my requirement, and the time it is taking is 20 minutes. So you can see these two parameters, that is it is around by increasing this temperature, that is by increasing the power kilowatts, whatever the outlet temperature I am required, that is my required temperature was 30 degrees Celsius, so it is coming to around 29.5 degrees Celsius, and the settling time is also been reduced. So this is the control heated tank, no control heated tank observations what we are conducting the experiments and making. So here one more thing you have to do is what you have to calculate the theoretical power. For that, this is the formula used, and you can cross check whether you are getting the same power by using the theoretical power formula. Okay, so you can cross check this. These are the powers that we are used, and these are the things, that is W corresponds to mass flow rate, Cp corresponds to the heat capacity, and T is was the what is the output that we got here, T outlet temperature what we are getting, T outlet, and minus 20 is the constant thing. So if you use this formula, you will get the theoretical power. Okay, so this is about the experiment.